It's just
Yo, yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I was at work and I was pretty bored, and I decided to just draw some doodles. Then I figured I may as well just make a comic out of it. I just got images from my brain from a lot of the anime that I watched, like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen, all that type of stuff. And yeah, the pictures that you're gonna be shown is basically what I made. I'm just gonna quickly go over the ones that I'm actually the most fond of. And yeah, this one we were watching about two ninjas clashing, and one being overpowered and being sent off, creating a crater in the ground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one's that's one of my favorite panels. And then another one where the ninja, I'm gonna just call him Storm Shadow, the white one. He's gonna get hit with the jutsu, the Blitzkrieg Dracon jutsu. Yeah, the panel where he's gonna get hit. He says now, does his hand signal, and then kicks that jutsu right back at the other ninja. Well, the other ninja, which I'm just gonna call Snake Eyes. Oh, I don't know if it was obvious, but the two ninjas are based off Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, who I just thought were really cool as a kid. And then the Blitzkrieg Dracon Jutsu, that one I was looking through Pack-a-Punch names in Call of Duty, and one weapon ended up being called the Blitzkrieg. So I just took that, you know, the jutsu takes the shape of an electric dragon, uh, and I just called it a jutsu. And another one of my favorites is when Snake Eyes is going to basically get destroyed by his own jutsu. I like how the dragon kind of came out in that shot. I didn't expect it to look that nice, but I mean, it was a happy accident, I guess. And another couple of my favorite panels is where Snake Eyes kind of just kicks Storm Shadow in the face, and then Storm Shadow throws ninja stars. I basically just try to draw whatever I could. Oh, it was tiring. A lot of this took a lot of time. I learned that when you're making a comic, you should really try to make some thumbnails. And what a thumbnail is essentially like a small blueprint of your comic page before you even make it, so that if you want to add something or change something, it's already done. That way when you're making a comic page, you don't end up working an hour on something and then realize, oh, it just doesn't work. Yeah, that's something I gotta learn. I didn't even know what a thumbnail was until I started looking up more videos and actually making some type of a comic. And Jesus Christ, what just one thing I want to add is, when I was making this comic, time was going by twice as fast. I remember I read somewhere along the lines of the Tokyo Ghoul mangaka, he was working like 12 hours a day or something like that. And now that I've made my own comic and just saw how quick time was going, I'm like, dude, 12 hours can legit just feel like 6 or 7. It's kind of crazy, but that's the grind. And also, this just making comics can be very tiring. More so for me because I'm essentially just making a bunch of stuff that just doesn't look very great, and the fact that I have to do that back to back to back to back to back, because you know I'm not very good at drawing stuff well. That's a lot of the thing that took. That's something that took a lot of a mental toll, because I'm just, wow, I'm making a lot of stuff that just doesn't look as good that I want it to look like. But you know, there are some panels like the ones I showed in the beginning where I am kind of proud of those. I remember I just woke up. I woke up from a nap and I just looked over to my kitchen table and saw the panel, and I'm just, wow, I'm actually glad I made this. I'm thinking about transforming this into a digital comic, so that I could also start getting used to the idea of how digital comics are made. You know, it's better to start it's better to start sooner rather than later. And also, I'm going to enlist into a kind of a drawing school. It's called Draw a Box, where we try to work on our foundations of drawing lines, boxes. I'm gonna go in depth in the next episode. But yeah, that one, I wanted to talk about lesson 0, but I completely underestimated just how much, not just learning, but how much time you have to dedicate to this. Because to put it in perspective, one lesson can take an entire month, and they encourage that you take your time. So yeah, that's my fault. Like lesson 0, in videos alone, it was like over 2 hours. I'm not joking. But one thing that stuck with me after watching through the lessons, watching through the videos, was that 50% of the work you do should be to study, and the other 50% should be to just draw for fun, basically. And that's essentially what this comic was. They're right, because if I'm just drawing to learn all the time, I'm gonna burn out. So you gotta find the balance. Alright, well, that's it for me. I'm gonna just show the rest of my comic in panels in order. Oh, I forgot to mention, I didn't finish it because my depressed thoughts just got in the way. They kept telling me, oh, why are you even doing this, but yada yada. But hopefully when I turn it into a digital comic, I'll finish it. But right now I'm just I'm gonna try to get back to learning, because essentially I'm trying to get back to learning because I can't be just drawing for fun all the time. Like I said, I gotta find a balance. Alright, so I'll just leave it off here.
Crazy whirlwinds blows us from the corners of my mind. like you were already mine. Surreal to me, how you make me feel wild and calm at the same time. Never felt so alive. Thought I was crazy until I reached out and saw your hand there waiting for mine, like the stars had all aligned. I lay beside today, tonight, your vibe, desire, our eyes on fire. And I breathe your aura, cannot leave your aura. You have me like gravity. You don't have to try it, it's just like a magnet. You have me like gravity. You have me like gravity. You have me like gravity. You just like it's like it's just like a magnet. It's just